he invited me to be his trainer for his.
You're good to go, though. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Guys, Banter Blitz here.
Banter
Yasser
Blitz.
Seirawan back in the Chessbrah chair.
Chessbrah chair.
Answering questions, winning
Doing
some
my
nice
best.
games, sharing with us his
Thoughts
warm personality.
On Victor Korchnoi. And yeah, in those days, Victor felt himself as a defector very important. Oh no! It was a very important.
This is half of the pizza money for today.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what's the pizza money? What's up with that?
They're donating money for
Oh,
pizza.
money. Got it. I
We're
like
gonna
it.
see who donated that, but thank you very much. You will get called out.
Thank you indeed. Yeah, so Victor felt of himself as an extraordinarily important defector, and more importantly, a threat to the Soviet uh, domination of the Soviet had on the world title. So it was a very extraordinary period in history. Now I got to figure out what I'm doing in this game, so excuse me for a moment as I try to get into Blitz mode here with ANNC. ANNC. The mouse is in that black bag and the front pocket there. Yeah. Yeah.
Got the usual thing. Post your questions, and I'll be reading some of them out.
All right.
Who's the most interesting or colorful opponent you played regularly during your career?
Michael Tall. As well as, yeah, I want to say Michael Tall and Jan Timman, both. They were the best. The best of the
Were
best.
there any specific reasons for that? Any like habits that they did that made it feel like that, or just was there a presence?
Without question, they both had that star power, no question about it. And what can you say about Michael Tall? But he was so engaging. He was just such a marvelous person. Now I'm having a little bit of an issue. Oh, I've got that, so that's good. I don't have to worry about that. Let me play this thing. I think I can get away with this. And this. And this. Whoa, I'm not quite sure what it's doing. Okay.
Check.
Thank you, BGH13, for the $15 Yasser's hash pizza money.
You met Korchnoi in 1980?
Yes.
And then when did you work for him?
From 1980, from March 1980, literally through the very end of 81, almost 82. So
you were
at least
20,
18 months.
20 years old?
Yes.
20 to 21, 22. So you were pretty young.
Oh, very, very
That
young.
must have been.
Oh, it was a fantastic experience. And I'm sitting there, I was scared to death, thinking to myself, what on earth can I possibly teach Victor Korchnoi that he doesn't already know? So.
Wait, a question. What was the biggest fail in your career besides hiring me as a commentator?
Too many to mention. Any ones that really, really stick out?
Or aren't well known?
I would have loved to have done much better in my candidates than I did. I had a pretty big failure against Jonathan Spielman because he just played so very well, by the way, not because of any other reasons than that.
You were the favorite.
Oh, big time,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had a really good year or two.
I had a winning position that I turned into a loss. If I had won that winning position, it might have been a different match, and I would have really have liked to have gone deep into the candidates. But what can I say? It wasn't meant to be. So in this game, unfortunately, my opponent just got too cramped.
This is one of the worst positions.
Too much space.
This looks like the position Lafong gets his block.
Oh no! Oh no! That's dreadful. But that bishop on the h8 essentially remained out of the game for the rest of the game, and all I really had to do was open up the queen side, and that was pretty ABCs, so to speak.
You put a lot of your opponents in these sort of zugzwang positions.
Mm-hmm.
In Blitz, it's very impressive how you manage.
Yeah, it's like
I
really like the boa constrictor kind of thing. I think in that way, Tigran Petrosian had a very big influence on me, like just not letting the guy get any kind of play. And it's really nice when you win a beautiful game and you make a combination and everything like that. But in some ways, it's even nicer when you play a game where your opponent plans just never work. Yeah. So okay, that was a good way of warming up. Let's enter the pool and try it again.
Petrosian, okay.
I got relunge. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a perk. No perk.
Twitch channel. Yeah. But you don't need to log into Twitch to check the channel, right?
No perk at all.
Oh yeah, choose the password. Yeah, so somebody else was streaming. Okay. I'll log in. It's this.
I see, Julian.
Mm.
Now. No, this ain't right.
So the reason I played knight h6 is I have a fantasy that I want to play f5 and to try to control some squares. At least that's the fantasy. Try to make it a reality here. How am I going to do that? I don't know.
Revolution, hot ass. Thank you. 12 months in a row. Thanks for that.
Alright, so let's see. I'm going to go here. Try to get my rook out of dodge.
What was your biggest struggle going through your ranks? Was it money, time, resources, and who supported you the most?
Oh, my family, of course, were my biggest supporters by far. But also a shout out to a dear friend, Arnie Garcia. Arnie Garcia was one of my earliest sponsors, and thanks to him and his family for uh, paying a lot of my entry fees into a lot of tournaments. I really enjoyed. I had a really nice support network, I want to say, growing up, and my family, especially, and Arnie, were a big reason for that. I think that if you don't have the support of your mom and dad playing chess, it's really, really bad. You're not going, it's not going to be nice. Let's put it that way. But when you do have the support of so important individuals in your life, then it makes it great.
Well, you're down on time here, so
that's usual.
Yes.
That's not
and
uncommon.
Position's unclear, so I will let you do your magic.
Get into it.
Get that bind.
Get that bind.
Seirawan bind.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm going to get it, by the way, but thanks for the encouragement. So what I'm trying to do is win some squares in the center and over there on the king side. I'm hoping he's going to take on f5 so I can recapture with the knight. Oops, he didn't do it. That's a pity. So now he's going to have some issues, fortunately. Okay, I don't see a defense to knight c3. That's a big alert. Once I get a knight c3, my rooks on the d file will dominate. Oh, look, it was a rook.
Check.
You're only up a piece. Monster knight, better structure.
and most importantly, save king.
Check.
Let's see, there should be a nice finish here. Probably I'm going to miss it, but
Check.
Yes, Maurice and Alejandro are going to be in Belgium.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes, a repeat.
Same format exactly.
Exactly, including the Rapids and Blitz. Yeah.
Nice game, Yasser.
Yeah, something went wrong for him. Let's see, where did it go wrong? I think we were about these parts when he did. I think he should have played bishop b2 here in this moment.
Should still be good for you though, because a5 you got a better bishop.
And now this bishop b5 was very irritating.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would take, and I would. Once I solved this pin on the c5 knight, c5 knight was a little bit of kind of an Achilles heel. Now it's just gone. Now I can just double, and I got a good game. So let me enter the pool. Big challenges. Oh,
this
this
is the
guy.
Same guy. Can I do a quick thing?
Oh, I'm not again. This guy is like I need time with this guy.
This is true.
What do I? My clock is ticking.
Yeah, sir. We give odds. In this channel, we do a lot of challenges and a lot of odds. So you're giving him 10
I gotta
seconds.
Get 10. How about 15? So Queen's Gambit accepted. This is a variation, by the way. I used to play a lot as black. I like the line especially. But I always thought that if white wanted to make a draw, he can do that comfortably. And oftentimes I was playing lower rated players, so the Queen's Gambit accepted wasn't always a very good, I want to say, weapon of choice. But I had some really nice wins in the Queen's Gambit, I must say. Queen's Gambit accepted is black, I want to say. Well, he's offering me an opportunity to win the two bishops. I kind of like that. This is kind of a tough choice, but how can I resist an opportunity to win the two bishops? Maybe I haven't done this very, very well.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
I once saw a funny video where you played in a tournament against Karpov, Short, and others.
Yes.
And there was a voiceover
yes.
during each game.
The BBC Master Games. Yes.
And is there a DVD available? Can you say anything about that production?
I would rather suspect there is. I know for sure the videos are available on YouTube. They're really kind of cool, actually. And that BBC Master Game was a fantastic hit at the time, and I really enjoyed that whole thing. That whole what they did was just, in my view, fantastic. Now, let me see. I'm having a little trouble once again with this position, trying to figure out. Okay, well, I would rather have played rook on e1 to c1. I like my rook on the a file, but I couldn't make it work somehow. So I'm hoping that I'll get a breakthrough in the center with the d5, but I also have to be careful about my king position and make sure I have lift.
Keep in mind, this opponent, he lost a couple of games in time scrambles yesterday. He survived until the end.
Yeah,
and used his speed.
He definitely did. And
well, you're maybe not hanging. You're hanging upon, but you get the rook on the 7th. Is that the idea?
Well, I actually was just thinking that I was going to push this pawn to b7 and rook c7 and stuff like that. But it's true. He still has counter spiel.
Why d5?
I wanted to play queen e5 and recapture the pawn, but what I really was seeking to do was to develop my bishop. Or, you know what I mean, bring my bishop into play. And also, his knight is covering the b7 square, so I wanted to put more pressure. Oh, what a cheapo I fell for.
You almost took it.
Oh no. Okay, just a second. What can I do here?
You can play it.
Just a second. Take. Oh, I can't do that.
Yes.
Oh, Shiza.
That's okay. After queen b6, you still got a great bishop.
Yeah, I know that, but I lost my passer. How did I do?
Beautiful passer.
My beauty. That was my.
You lost your giraffe, Yasser.
My pride and joy, I must say.
You're up 5 seconds, but
I don't like it.
Shit. What type of move was that?
That was a blunder. What else do you want me to tell you? It was like I was afraid. My pre-moves aren't very good, I must say.
Get it back on time. Let's go, Yasser. Take. Yes.
Knights are good in time scrambles. Yes.
H5.
Speed. Let's go, Yasser. Let's go.
Oh, shit. Ah! I did it to myself. Well, he defended really well.
Well, his rating is very, very high.
Wow. Okay, I was pretty sure we're where was it? No, not here. Where I think it was here. I must have blown it. I must have blown it somewhere here. I took. So that is really weird. Okay, so
I was almost going to suggest you could try to one up and after knight b7 play rook e1, but you'll just take on b6.
you know what I think I should have done here?
Queen e7.
Queen e7 is good,
Rook e8.
but maybe rook c6.
Rook e8, I take your rook and then b7.
Rook c6. Guys, what about rook c6? So rook c6, I'm threatening h3. And he can't move. If he goes rook e8, I take the rook and take his queen and b7.
Yeah.
So I think rook c6. So I played it all right until...
Christian also gave a nice line, I think.
What? And this was queen e7?
Queen e7, do we play rook b8 or something?
Yeah, rook e8 doesn't work.
But maybe, okay, but
rook c6.
But the line you gave is also, yeah.
Looks
I
pretty...
like keeping the queen on e5 because you have queen g7.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So, I was kind of trying to freeze him, right?
Rook c6 makes sense.
Rook c6.
Rook c6, that's
nice. Nice.
Wait, rook c6, rook e8?
Rook takes d6.
No, queen takes e8, rook takes h6.
But you could also just do rook d6 because
also, yeah, b7. All right. Well, did I lose? Yeah, I lost my 2400 status.
You did, but you didn't lose much rating. Very high rating.
24. Okay, I'm entering the pool.
That was interesting though. I mean,
well, I got a big edge.
Yeah.
I got a big edge out of the opening. The moment I think I played knight c6, I was doing very, very well. So you have to go back and figure out where his error was, because this is nice. But you mentioned why. You asked me a question. You said, "Why did I play d5?"
Oh, I was asking that also for the audience.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't have a problem with the move.
Because in this position, there was a lot to be said also for rook c7. Right?
True.
But
you didn't want to have a game where you potentially have your bishop locked in. You want to get you wanted to play d5 before maybe blocking it on d5. Maybe get a piece knight to d5 or something.
Exactly.
That was a good moment to do it.
Exactly. So I am playing Norway's Big Leak, who, it's amazing, the Magnus Carlsen effect and what it has meant on Norwegian chess is just truly stunning, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The whole country has taken up the game, it seems. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right, e5. Essentially, I'm trying to force some kind of a weakness on the queen side. It's not always easy to do so, but if I can, white will have a very nice position. So knight c6 was one move to be considered, but had not developed sufficiently enough to prevent c6, c5, so I held back on knight c6.
People really, really enjoyed the show yesterday and you streaming.
Oh, well, thank you.
The comments have all been very positive.
Likewise to the audience. Seriously, I really enjoyed your questions. And again, about Viktor Korchnoi, I'll have lots and lots of stories to tell. And it's almost impossible to recreate or even explain the atmosphere that existed during the Cold War and the I want to say era of fear, if I can use that term, where the Reds, better dead than red. And I remember in elementary school, we were taught that in case of nuclear attack, nuclear explosion, you were supposed to hide under your desk. I mean, like, what? Really? And yeah, that was a very strange, very, very strange period where well, again, nuclear attack. Hide under your desk. That was the answer. By the way, I made a mistake. My move bishop e2 really sucked. I should have played rook c1 at once. He's playing very well.
Yeah, I mean, it might turn out that king is far better placed than your king.
Exactly.
Unless you can attack that pawn on e5, better to have the pawns on the dark squares here.
Exactly. Okay,
But
so
you're up
now,
a minute for once, eh, Yasser?
how sweet it is. What can I say?
So now, after rook c1, you're taking back the knight or the rook?
Definitely with the knight. I want to take back with the knight and bring my knight to the b3 square.
Notice you're kicking out that knight, so it can't ever get to that good d6 square.
Exactly.
There we go. He's
So,
helping you out.
well, he's got
But
bishop
he's got a
c2.
trick. He's got a trick.
He's
Yes.
got bishop c2, so I have to just pause, as we would say.
Pose.
Pause.
Can we bring that king in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you told him about the d6 square, Eric.
Well, Anish told us about it as well in that game.
Yes, very important. D6 square. Okay, let's. Uh-oh. Let me hope.
Little
Let me
risky
hope.
there. But I don't see how
The
black
a pawn
can. Yeah.
is fortunately not going to make it that far. Okay, well, this is very interesting. Now I can go knight a4, knight c3 and capture, but he will end up capturing on b5. Okay. I can also go b6 and keep his king kind of frozen. Now, what are my best chances of winning? This is very unclear to me. Okay, so let me just play b6 for the moment and see if I can't.
You're gonna play your pawns on the dark squares or g5, g4, g5. Yeah.
Fixing
Fixing it.
something,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so he's got to go back and forth.
Because you're stopping that pawn, you can maybe get your knight to e5 at a certain point.
Right.
Well, it's a couple ways. I like what you're doing.
I'm not 100% sure I'm doing okay,
But you're up on time.
That is true. Now, the question is if I've done this horribly wrongly.
Bishop f5 and then the king is coming in. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of what you did.
Me either. Just a second.
Yasser,
Yes.
play faster because you can win a game on time. We're not going to judge you for that. We're all accomplished flaggers here.
Yeah, flaggers.
Why are you?
What?
You're giving pawns away for the good. I can tell you one thing: we got guys who can teach you how to flag. We can teach them chess. We can trade. But Yasser, faster.
I gotta resign.
What an honorable chess player!
He deserved it. He played well. I was trying to win too hard. Oh, come on.
But
He played a good game. He did. I mean,
you had a winning endgame, most likely.
I'm not 100%.
You're on the better side.
I definitely was on the better side.
You resigned.
I resigned.
Oh, yeah, sir. I think we'd like to see you flag somebody. Just be on the other side.
I think that would be so unusual for me. I don't know how I could live with myself. Could I cope with? Okay. This is a kind of a funky line that I like to play every now and then. The hedgehog is one of those variations where it's so easy for one player, white, to overstep and go wrong. So you see that this is what I'm saying. Black is coming after me, but I don't think that it's fully deserved. Okay, now hopefully I won't get crushed, outright flattened here. Let me see. Let me.
I have a date tonight, and I'm
Do you
seriously
have a date?
considering to bring you along just to impress her. I just, do you know what I mean? I hope I don't scare her, but maybe this is Yasser. He's important. I
How
think that
to
would help
impress a
me.
girl, huh?
I think that would help me.
Uh-huh. Help you in what sense? I guess we all understand what you're talking about there.
Yeah, you can substitute for me.
Don't.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So obviously in the hedgehog, the idea is to get your light squared bishop on the long diagonal so that you get to win a pawn and life is good. Well, I'm greedy. I can't understand why I can't take this. So
Well, it's
I'm
with
gonna take
tempo,
it.
fortunately, because that bishop on e3 is juicy.
It's
And the
very
queens are
juicy.
off, and now let's show that technique.
Yeah, I'm trying, just getting there, warming up to the task at hand. Wow, he lets me get his light square bishop as well. Okay. Normally speaking, I'm a happy camper with that.
But you also have the option of putting your knight on e5 instead of winning that bishop, which is also a very...
That wouldn't have been bad by any means. I agree. Okay, so now I have my intention, of course, was to go d5 and just power push the pawn up the board, but I see I have to slow play it, unfortunately. I can't just go wreck them.
Is there a basketball game today?
No, I think it's tomorrow.
And just to clarify, you're rooting for a Cavaliers win to go to a game 7.
Absolutely, I wanna see Game 7. Game 7 are they're so much fun. I mean, 7-game series. I mean,
Right.
okay, he's going after my pawn. I was going to go. Uh, I was going to go after his, but let's just see. Let's get this guy in, just for the moment. Let's get this guy in. Gotta get out of dodge. Boy, I don't like the way I played this at all. Why did I play this so bad? Well, all of that series of checks was fun. Um, hmm. I still have issues to deal with, unfortunately. Well, what am I supposed to do here? Hmm.
You're down to
I'm
20
not sure.
seconds. 20 seconds,
I'm not
Yasser.
sure what I should do.
I like that.
You
Rook
do?
f4, and then you're going to play bishop c6 and go for checkmate. You're down to 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Check. You have to do it anyways.
Check.
You're down to 14. At least you cover g6 now.
I don't know. I'm
You had
probably
a
a
mate.
miss.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm sure I missed
Faster
it.
though. You got 7 seconds. Keep that king on h3.
Oh no.
If I was him, I would have played rook h8 and gone for
Exactly.
checkmate.
Exactly. Rook eight, because
Right?
I think I should have taken his knight or something.
Exactly.
I should have pre-moved a rook takes knight. A
And
rook
now the rook
e8.
h, yeah, the dirty move, rook h8.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had pre-moved bishop a4.
Oh, okay, you covered it. Oh,
But
okay.
then he did something. Yeah.
And now rook h8.
Right.
Just to try to
Just
trick
to
you.
throw it out there. 3
Nice
seconds.
game, Yasser.
Not so sure. I think after winning the pawn, I didn't play it very well, actually. Truth be told.
We're over 300 people, all tuning in.
Shout out to each and every one of you. And again,
It's building.
thank you so much for joining and asking me questions. You're supposed to be feeding me the
Questions,
by
yes.
the way.
I just want to let you get in the groove because
Exactly,
get the win streak going.
But I think that this, what Eric has achieved, is a fantastic way of chess fans connecting with chess grandmasters and getting insights on their lives and interests. That's pretty cool. And thank you all for your support and for subscribing and joining. It's good. And how do you do what's your 3-minute blitz rating on the
It
ICC?
depends.
Are you like 2,400 more or less?
No,
Sometimes
usually
I get to 25.
I'm
But
usually
I get my
25,
20s.
25.50, but I don't make it over 26.
Right.
But I'm usually over 25. But I haven't been playing much lately.
Yeah.
I'll say even though if I'm over 25, you beat me quite regularly.
Me?
So
I
my
don't
rating
find
is
that
definitely
hard to-
not. My rating is not based off of feeding off of you. Like you pose a lot
I've
of
not
problems.
been
You
the big
pose-
contributor.
You're not a contributor to my rating.
So one of the things that I'm always amazed about, and fans ask me a lot, is like if you take a look at the Nakamura versus Magnus Carlsen score, and you realize that there really are um, psychological problems that top grandmasters have with one another. Grandmaster A beats Grandmaster B and Grandmaster C, and so forth. It's like a triangle that they play one another. And yeah, it's always amazed me that that's a reality, that you see it all the time.
And there's a lot of psychology in chess.
Absolutely.
It's a sport, you can only practice so much at home. A question was asked, who are your customers? Any players that you did better than you should have? I mean, they were good players, but you just got their number.
Oh gosh, yes, there was quite a number, of course, as you could well imagine. I think the biggest one by far was Michael Tall. I played him 5 games and won 4 and drew 1. Well, it's not nice to win all the games, Not nice at all. So yeah, Michael Tall. Michael Tall. But there were others, of course, you could imagine. Uh, Dmitry Gurevich, for some strange reason, he matched up extremely badly with me. I don't know why, but our score was quite lopsided, and by rating and other criteria, it should never have been as big a score as I achieved. So here my opponent has actually tossed out a premature move h4, and I'm sure he would like to play h4, h2, bringing that pawn back. In the meanwhile, I'm just planning on snacking on that delicious little morsel over there.
We got another pizza donation, bringing the pizza fund to $30. Thank you, BJH.
Well, thank you. I mean, pizza's good.
Pizza's good.
Pizza's very good. Pizza is very important in the lives of chess players, keeping us well nourished. Check. Ooh, didn't expect it to go check. Okay, so I'll take off. So the reason I play b7, b6 is now that white's king is over on the queen side, and he see. Oops. I think I didn't intend for sure to blunder the pawn. I should have retreated my bishop.
Well, yeah, Yasser, this doesn't turn out that bad. Are you thinking about bishop a4 check?
Yeah, I'm thinking very seriously about bishop a4 check. I think this is actually going to look really good.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Well, you still have your good bishop.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's the king's Indian bishop is not the best. It's a light squared bishop. Here.
That's so crucial. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly with that. Wholeheartedly.
You have a question. What is something you'd like to learn? And it doesn't have to be chess related.
Piano.
Okay.
Piano. I always wanted to learn a musical instrument, and I think the piano is a musical instrument that I just love listening to piano musicians playing. Um, but I've never had the time, never had a piano. Two things are needed, to make that a reality, and there were missing things, let's say, as far as that is concerned. Well, okay, it really did work out quite favorably after all. So the reason I played bishop e8, by the way, if anybody was curious, my idea was that if I want to play g5, I want to protect the knight. Also, I was thinking that, well, it might just be useful to have the d7 square open as well.
Bye, Ralphson. Thanks for watching. This will be on YouTube, so enjoy that later. And thanks for the donation, Mirthless Smile.
Mirtha.
Mirthless Smile is his name. But he says he doesn't play chess, so I hope after watching Yasser, you'll feel like playing chess.
Absolutely. And again, thank you very much for these donations. They're helping us save a Canadian.
If you could learn any language, what would it be?
I think Italian. I think the Italian language is just so sweet and beautiful. It's just such a beautiful language. Italian, yeah. I'm pretty sure it would be Italian. So now I have a new goal in this game, and that goal is to play bishop g6 and knight takes e4, and I got it achieved.
Check.
And let's get that guy.
The question is, why not Russian so you could read those Russian chess magazines that were so coveted back before the internet was available?
Yeah, I think now, thanks to the extraordinary um, uh, growth of the computer, that reading the old Russian classics isn't that key. Maybe some time ago I would have said, oh, it would have been really nice to, what happened? Did I lose? No, I have 28 seconds. But he has time.
No, he has 0.7 seconds.
Yeah, but he stopped.
But he resigned.
But why did he resign now and not like 10 moves ago when I was up a rook and a piece, like suddenly there was a realization, oh my God, I have no time and I'm a piece and a rook and 3 pawns down. 4 pawns down.
I think they realized, wait, I'm playing on against Yasser, and then people start to resign.
You're okay.
I mean, I'll tell you, I would, they have more respect for you than they do for other players.
Russian, by the way, is another language I think is actually soft and easy on the ear. I just think Italian is beautiful. It's melodious.
Hard to, it is. It's hard to say no to that.
Yeah. Okay.
You got another donation, $50. Thank you.
Wow. Uh-oh, I'm on Spinal Tap.
No comment there, so probably just enjoying the show and.
Thank you so much. So Spinal Tap is hitting me with my own favorite, Caro-Kann.
This is actually a viewer. So they tried to snipe you, and they got you. So you got to defend us. Oh. The audience is now being hostile.
What?
Yes.
I'm shocked. Why is the audience being hostile? What have we done to deserve their angst? Did I play this against the same opponent last time? I mean, this is remarkable. My goodness. I would be shocked. But I have the feeling that I had this game yesterday against the same opponent. I really do. I mean, wow. That is really remarkable. Because I'm not usually playing e4 to begin with, okay? And the fact that I would play it against the same opponent, and he'd get the same, he'd play the same variation, I would play the same variation, I mix it up, is really a surprise for me. Mhm. Okay. That was, I was trying to keep my bishop on the h2 diagonal. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Let's see, what can I do against this? How do I break up
That was
the game over there?
another 50 from Corey.
From Corey. Thank you, Corey. Mm. I'm not a big fan of what I've been doing in this game. I'm going to have to come up with a better
Comment
strategy.
was from earlier. There was a donation for 50. That got the comment now. I like Yasser and his books. Then
Thank
he's reading
you.
the book Winning Chess Openings.
Oh, very good. Very good. Thank you. It was a pleasure writing those books, first of all. And what was really a great surprise for me is their commercial success led to enormous outpouring, I want to say, of letters uh, from people who said that the books had inspired them to play chess. And as an author, you can't think of anything more complimentary than when somebody writes and tells you that. Okay. So I think I'm improving a little bit. Not a big bit, by the way, but just a little bit. Well, okay, so I think we're both mutually confused as to what our plans are, because I haven't been able to guess very well my opponent's intentions, and I don't think he's guessed mine. We'll see how it will continue to evolve. This very strange, high, I want to say high class, but I'm probably being too complimentary to myself, this weird maneuvering game.
I'm not asking you any questions because it's important for you to win this game.
Is it?
To defend us, yes.
To defend the crowns or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Black has a very reasonable position.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. I think my opponent has actually played a very decent game.
You're up 20 seconds.
That is good. I knew he was going to do this, but for some reason I allowed it. I'm not quite sure why I did what I did. It was, I think, my desire to get this going.
There we go, Yasser. There we go. Nice win. Nice win.
Okay, that was a takedown. That felt better. That felt better.
Did you
Okay.
need an intermission?
Yeah, let me
Okay.
just take a small break.
Sure,
You got to
for
cover
sure.
for me.
I can cover for
Can
you.
I mean, keep the hot seat warm.
Keep the hot seat warm. Okay.
Okay, I mean, sorry guys, I'm turning this over to a Canadian, but I mean, you've got experience.
I've got experience.
All right.
Okay.
Do the dirty deed. What did the audience think about Gary Kasparov playing in the Ultimate Blitz?
Do you want me to ask them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to
You
hear.
guys heard the question. Yasser's wondering what you guys thought of Kasparov and how he played in the Ultimate Blitz.
The reason I ask, and it's not a joke. Gary wanted me to encourage him to repeat it. I want to know from that audience that they really, really, really want him to repeat it, so I can tell them it's an absolute. So tell them.
So Gary wants confirmation that he should come back and play again. Okay, okay. You guys heard that. If you guys liked what Kasparov how he played, then he will do that again if people are convinced. People convince him. So Yasser will be back. I might play a game. I'm in the pools right now, but otherwise I'm just managing the chat and the atmosphere. I'll turn off. I'll allow some more questions in right now. Yeah, I'm letting people chat a little bit. Yasser will be back in maybe 5 minutes. If I can get a game, I'll play a game. Otherwise, just let me know feedback. This will probably be on YouTube as well, but probably won't be released until next week. But the current Yasser streamed yesterday, a lot of good answers there. That's already on YouTube. Chessbrah vlog in St. Louis, video blog is also on the YouTube. So hopefully we'll do this a bit more often with special guests under this Chessbrah Select label. But July and August, yeah, we'll try to see what we can come up with. As long as you guys like bringing in guests, asking some questions, playing some Blitz. I'm playing on Yasser's account here, so let's see what happens. Let's play h5. Play something that Yasser wouldn't do himself. d6. I'm gonna play a6, bishop a7. Maybe bishop. Oh, okay, going for the endgame. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Let's go knight f6. I think white's gonna play b3 and bishop b2, so I'm gonna try to get my bishop back into the game this way. King e7. I think white has a comfortable edge here with some pretty good bishops. Some very good bishops. Knight a4 is coming. Yeah. Well, anyways, I don't mind losing a bit of Yasser's rating. That means he has to sit in the chair more and play more. So I have some motivation to actually lose this game. Thanks for the 8-month resub, Stali. Bishop d6. I want to play knight d7, but I'm waiting for knight a4 to do that. Let's go rook b8. Because if I play knight d7 before the knight leaves c3, there's knight d5.
What you doing, baby?
I'm suffering here, actually.
You're suffering.
I'm suffering, but that's okay. You know that Canadians are dirty, and we'll find a way.
You'll find a way to be resourceful.
What I generally use to describe this position is I'm clenching, and
clenching.
Gonna have to do that a little bit more. Gonna have to do that a little bit more.
Well,
Rook d8 and then c6 and try.
Well, be careful because there'll be a bishop a3 combo.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
Well, this move I was expecting. I was thinking about knight d7 here.
Well, the problem is your king is in the center, so after c5, there'll be all kinds of exchanges and it'll hit on e5. When your king's in the center,
but do I have a combination there with f6 after bishop e5 and you can't take on?
Ah, that was why you play king b1.
Yes,
I see what you mean.
See, yeah, I was trying to say.
The double hit. Ooh, taking the aggression out. I think I would have played c5 myself, but okay, he's got his ideas, and he's playing it well. You're just staying with him.
I'm a pawn grabber.
Oh,
that's
you've been
right.
watching my games, too many of my games. Look at this.
Check.
That was a good tempo. That was very useful, as they would say. Well, let's see your technique here, Eric.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Okay, I'm jinxing you.
No.
Come over here and find a comfy chair. By the way, the chairs that we're sitting on are not comfortable. We better
we're
talk to somebody about that on staff. I mean, these are hardwood chairs, man.
I need to get my bishop. I need to get my pieces on better squares.
That's a surprise for me. Okay.
For a good chess player, you're trying to say. For a good chess player, that was surprising.
Well, now you got your pieces on a good square. That bishop went to a better square. You're way down on time, bud.
I have ideas here, Yasser.
Evil intentions.
Bishop c5 next.
As advertised. As advertised. Ooh, I thought you were going to go after the
I
pawn.
was. Changed my mind.
Take on after.
Check.
Yes. Harvest.
Check.
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 Actually, meant e4 check.
Oh. I was also confused.
Ooh. Not helping.
I'm going to flag Yasser.
No, you're not. You're gonna flag him. Oh my goodness, this is cool. Oh no. Get your king out of dodge. Ah, nice try, nice try. But I thought you had played it very well up until the point that you failed to play the move e4 check.
When you said check, I didn't know which check you meant.
I should have clarified. That's on me. I'll take that.
No. That's on me, and that means you have to
Yeah,
win
I
a few
have
more
to,
games.
yeah. Okay, hold on. Where's my glasses? There's my glasses. So I use reading glasses when I'm playing online because oftentimes the screen, is sending you so much brightness that it actually, sometimes it's hard on the eyes and you end up kind of getting eyesore. I feel with reading glasses I play better. I would hope so. Okay, we dipped below the 2400 level
Well, to be
again.
fair, you were 23.99, so I didn't lose your 2400. I just lost.
Okay, so we gotta get it up. What's our goal? 2430?
Yes, 2430 is a good goal.
It's a good goal. All right, we have to have goals. Always set goals. By the way, probably because you're so young, you don't have.
Get revenge for me. But this guy's slow in time scrambles, as you saw. I almost caught up 1 to 17.
That's true. You were very, very big deficit. I noticed that. But
I think it was only natural for me to play on your account and get into extreme time trouble. Right?
Right.
Extreme time trouble. No, people want to higher goal, like 2450.
2450. Gosh, we'll be here for a while.
But maybe there'll be incentives for that. I think along the way, people will be supporting you. I believe somebody's trying to order some beer.
That's very good.
So let's say 2450 is the goal, a very, very respectable rating.
That's a very respectable goal, idea. I hope I haven't blown this, by the way.
Why? What move are you concerned about?
I don't know. I just bishop takes g2. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Takes, I guess. Okay, now I've got a decision to make because that e7 pawn check is so tempting. I love pawns. Oh well, Sai. I'm gonna have to draw on my horns a bit here, I'm afraid. Let's see. How could I do this in the nice way? I'm not actually
Yasser
sure.
technique.
I'm
Yasser technique about to kick in.
I'm not quite sure about the nice way of doing this, so.
It might even transpose if you were to play king to whether you took with the king or the rook.
Right.
I think there's not a clear way, and you just have to play faster.
Exactly. I think that that's a fair assessment of what needs to be done. But having said that, I have to play faster and better. Yes, but exactly where do I put my pieces? Okay, hold on. I've got to get back into the groove here. Clearly he wants to play f3 and mess with me. e6, pardon me. And I'm contemplating f3, but I'm not fully satisfied, I must say. I have issues, it would appear. I do have issues. I'm not happy with this. Why am I not happy with this? My goodness, I just am not happy with what I've got, what I've achieved. Sorry here, guys. I'm going into a tank. But
Yeah, so you're taking
I
way
know.
too much.
I totally agree. Totally. I couldn't come up with the right concepts of what I wanted to achieve. Ah, and worse, I slipped with my mouse just a moment ago trying to play the move I wanted. I didn't play it well. What happened? Some of the noises throw off. Not happy, people. I'm very unhappy with my play.
So
Arg.
Nice. Knight c7, knight d6, also protecting that knight on c3 after knight b2.
Yes.
Just playable for a couple of moves. Get those sprinting shoes on.
I'm telling you, I need
But you
speed.
have time. You got 30 seconds. You're gonna win this game. You're gonna get those shoes on,
I'm
Yasser.
not sure. Not sure.
Just imagine Canada's invading. You're sprinting.
I would be running, huh?
Yeah, you'd be running.
Good point.
Check.
Ooh, that one caught me by surprise. I had virtually pre-moved there. I virtually had pre-moved there.
Time warning.
A time warning. Shit.
G1.
Oh shoot! Oh no! I gotta. Okay. Yes, I do want to resign. Okay, that was really bad. I had a really good position out of the opening. Should I have taken the pawn on e7 with check? I couldn't analyze it deeply enough. Was that good? Or you weren't sure?
I wasn't sure either. Let's go back.
Yeah.
To take a look again.
Okay, so we were back here, and I had this big think because I wanted to play knight takes e7 check, king h8, king takes, rook over, and I was trying to get something with e5 and d6 to work, but I couldn't manage, and then I used all my turn. Right? I didn't take it, and probably I should have recaptured with the king as well. I think I just started having a lot of
I don't see any benefit to the
self-inflicted trouble after rook f1. And then e6 was really great counterplay, and black had just a superior position. So good game by Kakaroto. Kakaroto. What is that flag that he has? That's. Did you see his icon?
Some TV show, it looks like.
Uh-huh. Okay, wood pusher. Hello, wood pusher. Oh man, we're 80 points away from our goal, Eric. I think Christian may have to come in and save us from ourselves.
I don't think. I think we need you to do that.
So I always like these setups for white. I mean, it's a close Sicilian, but my knight's not on c3, and that's kind of useful. At times I can simply play a c3 when I need to, as I'm doing now.
Oh, the unanimous answer to your question is everybody wants to see Gary playing it.
Very good, because I really want to tell Gary.
Totally unanimous. They enjoyed the format. They enjoyed what he brought to the table. He brings something new. He plays a lot of positions better than, but he's still a current top players. So
yeah.
It's
no, I think he's extra special, and you see his competitiveness at the board. He's really extraordinary in my view. Just a powerful, powerful personality, and he brings it to the table each and every game that he plays. So I have some ideas here, kind of involve winning the A7 pawn, but if I take it right away, probably it's not the best.
Subscribers, once again, feel free to ask some questions.
Yeah.
We do have to win a few games, but
to get our rating out of the basement. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can't snapple a pawn.
Yasser, you're inviting me?
No, it was like a horrible slip. A horrible, horrible slip. That was my apologies, everybody. Nothing to say, but sometimes you just egregiously error. That was an egregious error.
You still have.
I still have a great comp.
Bishop b5, so now your knight became a monster on d6.
Precisely.
I like the way you're handling this.
I'm not sure I'm handling it so well, but I've got ideas of making an incursion over on the dark squares over here. That was a mouse slip. My intention has been rook f4, by the way, for those of you. Rook f4, rook h4. And so we're seeing more and more slippage. Not good. Hakasito, Bobby.
What does Hakasito mean?
Check. Spanish for check. Uh-oh. 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 No me gusta. And I don't think you need to be told what that means.
Check.
Oh, but this is getting good. Now I've got some opportunities here.
Check which ones.
Uh-oh. Wood pusher has allowed me too much. Let's see. There must be a nicer mate than the one I'm contemplating.
No, the one you're talking about works. You're not playing knight e8? Okay. You had knight e8.
Check.
That's what I was curious about.
Check.
Oh, that works too.
Check. Check.
I did it, and I should have.
Christian, BJH did donate $15 for your pizza fund.
Oh.
Perfect.
And that was 1 minute. I had a 1 minute.
And that was somebody, once again, watching. So you're 2-2 against people trying to snipe you, and now you're playing Bogoslavich from Serbia.
Bobanci.
So I got a couple good questions, and one question from earlier was, but what I asked about, I think you mentioned Andy, was it Garcia?
Arnie Garcia.
Arnie Garcia?
Yeah.
Andy Garcia's an actor, yeah. Arnie Garcia, what was your biggest, let's say, barrier going through the ranks? I mean,
oh, no question. When I was 2100 trying to become a master, getting to that 2200, it just felt like I was always bouncing on that ceiling. And it was horrendous. It was this horrendous feeling that I was never going to get from expert to master. And I did it at the 1975 U.S. Open in Lincoln, Nebraska. I literally went from 2100 to 2300. And I thought, well, geez, now I'm super high overrated, right? Because, like, come on, I was having such a hard time getting to that lofty rating of master that I thought I was going to lose all my rating points right back into the pool. But the strangest part is I kept my 2300 rating, and then I just kept advancing.
I had the exact same experience almost. I wasn't ever
It was
really a
the
master.
yeah. It was like I went through the mat, but that expert level was so tough. I mean, it was like, boy, I really, really do understand anybody who had problems with the ceiling, because I definitely had those problems.
You're up on time. A great question is, do you remember your game against Shujun in Thessaloniki 1988? 191 moves.
Who could forget? My game against the Chinese Grandmaster Zijun, it went like 160 plus moves. I am
You said
not kidding.
191.
190 moves. I mean, I'm not kidding. It was like 4 Germans. It was like, oh, what a game. And in the local magazine, Northwest Chess, they had this picture of a dragon that went across the whole page of the issue. Like,
You're not worried about Bishop D7, Knight C5? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm hallucinating. No, you're good.
I'm
Keep going.
good.
Keep going. I
Just
hallucinated.
okay. It's good to know. It happens.
But you were talking about that game, your
Yeah,
magazine?
and it just and the game that could not devour China. That was how the Northwest Chess
Because
editors.
he helped?
Yeah, it was a draw after like you know it took forever, right? The game that took forever, and it was like really hilarious. Uh, but it was fun. It was fun.
A couple more good questions is, who's the biggest talent you've seen give up the game? Probably a tough one.
Ooh, I thought I was really sad when Tal Shaked, he was an American Master World Junior Champion, and Patrick Wolf giving up, that wasn't very nice. I thought Patrick Wolf was very, very, very good, talented player, so I didn't like seeing him lose. I didn't like losing him, I mean to say. Um, there had to be many, many others, of course. Michael Wilder. There's just a lot of really, really good players that, well, you would, I would love to have seen them continue playing chess.
We got more donations to the pizza fund.
That is excellent, of course.
And
Hmm.
I will.
Did I blow it here? I thought I had a very good game, but now I think I've lost some connectivity with my position. I've lost coordination again. Sigh. Mm. Uh-oh. I've done something wrong. Not very clever of me, for sure. Not very clever. Why do I keep doing
Yes,
this?
I'm really enjoying the show. How are you?
I'm waiting for this game. I'm waiting.
Is in control?
I asked him like 4 questions this one, so I'll set everybody. You know what this one is, right? No, you know what it is, right?
Oh, shoot. The one thing I shouldn't have done, I did. Darn it. I'm playing terribly.
Very much of time, yes.
Yeah, but I'm still playing terribly.
You have his number.
That rook? You almost boxed in that rook. I like it. I like it. Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
It's down to 15 seconds, Yasser. Let's get one good Chessbrah flag.
Hand those knights. Hand those knights, Yasser.
Yes, yes. You're going to checkmate him in the middle of the board.
Wow.
Yes, 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 yes. Do it, do it, do it,
Do
Yasser.
it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. You did do the
Ooh. That was a juicy one.
That was a high-rated Serbian grandmaster.
Juicy. 24-25. So I should have picked up
A good 10.
10, maybe. Yeah,
Christian has a
okay.
question for you from a donation we got.
Christian.
Yes, Kilimanjaro is asking, he donated them $10. And
Thank you, Kilimanjaro.
How do you pronounce Caruana?
Caruana.
An explanation for that?
Well, car, C-A-R, Caruana,
Okay.
Caruana. Yeah.
Caruana.
The really hard names, for me, they're mostly unpronounceable, are the Eastern Europeans, especially the Polish names. I mean, they kill me, and I kill their name pronunciations of their names, unfortunately. So I'm ashamed of myself uh, for my bad pronunciation. Daro 94. We got Daro is in the house. Okay.
You're playing a strong Jim, Darius Schwartz.
Who?
Darius Schwartz from Poland.
Oh no, just
Yeah.
just having mentioned my
It's like 2660, but yeah, it's probably the way I'm pronouncing it. That's
yeah.
throwing you. Swiercz.
You were mentioning the Poles,
Yeah.
Yasser.
Yeah.
He heard you.
Yeah, I'm being instantly punished
Yeah.
for my derogatory. Let's get rid of this guy.
When are you coming back to Seattle, Yasser, playing at Westlake on the big board?
Oh yeah, well Westlake, of course, in Seattle is where a lot of the chess players from the local community hang out, and I do make an effort when I am in town to come to the Westlake Mall. I suspect it's not going to be this year. I have obligation to go to Baku, and it will probably be springtime of next year that I make it to the barbaric Northwest. Okay, so here I've got ideas of f4, e5, and f5. Those are very traditional, and he stops me, which is very sad. But now I think I can do it a different way. This should be very good for me, shouldn't it? Not sure, but let's give it a shot. So I would love to do a rook up and over, but rook c3 just doesn't work in the fourth rank. There are too many pawns. So here I'm just kind of going after his pawns and hoping that, well, if his king side drops, I'll get some good hits on his king.
Check.
Okay, now let's see what I can do here. That is hanging, so I can't do what I'd like. I should have some kind of checkmates here, don't you think?
I do think so.
Check.
You're really outplaying a very good player here. Did you need to give up the knight?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess you have knight d3 or knight there.
Yeah, well, rook f1 was hanging,
Because
unfortunately.
I'm not seeing a mate, so I thought knight d3 was I thought it was probably mate. You know what you're doing.
Check.
Yeah, you got it.
Checkmate.
Baby! Checkmate.
You're on your way back to 2400.
Well, it's been a long, long road. We were really burying ourselves a deep ditch, right? Come on, can I hear some enthusiasm from the crowd?
Okay. You put it like that.
I mean, I want to hear some cheers.
You don't want me to give you enthusiasm. That's going to be some techno music.
I'll end up dancing. Uh-oh, Eric's going into a dance, everybody.
Maybe she probably does behind the eyes.
Did you hear that French audience in Paris when MVL
Yes.
would win a game?
He's playing Dr. Usyk.
You are playing a Chessbrah from Canada. He
No
is
way!
a very good friend. He's watching. He's in med school. He's going to come by and visit during the Singapore Cup.
Sweet.
And he's a Chessbrah. He streams regularly.
All right. Well,
Yasser, we're getting a lot of energy from the crowd. People are posting all over.
Okay. I didn't.
Here we go.
I didn't.
Dr. Usyk playing the Benoni.
The Benoni,
Ew.
baby. The Benoni. The Doc. So, of course, this line of the Benoni,
I used to play this as well.
hitting this pawn on d6 usually kind of gives Benoni players a little fits. Sorry about that. It is funny, right? Like just to hit the guy right in the gonads. That's like, d6 are the sensitive. That's the sensitive area in the Benoni. Wow, bishop f5. Wow, f5. I mean, what a move. The Doc is not taking this lying down. So the idea of h3, everybody, is in anticipating that g5, I would have to move my bishop would get itself into trouble. So that's why I did what I did there. Just to let you know, h3, just to protect the bishop. Okay, so now I'm in some kind of safety over there, which is good. Whoa, knight f6. Okay, not sure if I like that one. So here's a very traditional idea in a Benoni, which is to get your knight to b6. And then what you want to do with white when you get into these kinds of situations is to break with b4. It's a move that embarrasses black's queen and kind of ruins his structure. So b4 is the big idea. As advertised. Okay, now
I'm not being very
unfortunately,
friendly towards the Benoni.
yeah, I tend not to be, but here I'm not sure I played this exactly in the killer way. I think I was killing him, but
Yeah, you should be killing the doctor.
I
He is our only doctor in the chess channel.
but I think that I could have done it nicer so that somehow I didn't let his knight skip to the e4 square. So I've given my opponent a little bit undeserved counterplay, but all right, these things do happen in Blitz. Now the problem I really have is what am I going to do? Whoa, can he do that? Takes. I'm not sure that I shouldn't be.
You like pawns, and you have this. Yeah.
I have
queen
this
e6.
kind of
Is that the point?
yes. There's a rook c. I have to. Well, which way do I want to? I think the rook is more important at the moment.
I don't like your position too much, but I like your time situation. I mean,
You do.
you didn't have. I mean, I thought you could.
I didn't. You could have. Yeah, I do agree that I don't think I handled it very well. No, that is for sure. I didn't handle this. I thought I had a big edge, and to be honest, kind of let my opponent back into the game. Hmm. This move. This move is kind of a tricky one. All right. Let's just go on
So
the fly.
what happens if queen d2 and knight
I
c5?
I would take on ooh, this one.
Check.
I'm not sure what he has in mind. Nothing. The doc contributing a good Chessbrah.
Yeah.
He's a good Chessbrah.
Yeah, he's not titled and he has a pretty high rating, right?
Yeah, and he
23.
contributes. He's on to make us look good.
Yes,
So shout out.
Shout out.
Making us look good. I had a big edge, but I really like it. That's typical Benoni. Benoni, because if you allow him back even a little bit, Benoni players are happy. He had some play there. I think I messed up a bit. And did Aram make it back home after all? I mean, he missed his flight.
Amon and Lafong made it. They're just arrived. Well, I think they're just arriving now. They might not be home yet.
So it's like a 24-hour ride to get from St. Louis to Montreal.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the airlines there for making that possible. I mean, like, what? I mean, this should be the easiest commuter flight in the world. But,
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful day, so weather wasn't an issue.
There was a question one guy had. I don't know if you'll be able to answer this.
All right.
Yasser, do you have a favorite game that Eric's played or one that sticks out in your mind? Win, loss, draw, anything?
Well, it was funny. I think it was your game, Eric. You were playing in Berlin, and it was the World Championship for Blitz, and you had a game against Drea.
Yes.
Right? And it was this crazy position. It was almost mutual Zugzwang with all the pieces on the board, and neither player could avoid a repetition. And I just thought, that's crazy.
With so many pieces on the board.
Yeah, I was just like, for both sides, right? So look that up, because that was...
It was a fun game.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
I don't know.
That was a rapid game.
It was a rapid. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was the Blitz and the Rapids. But I remember looking at the game and being mesmerized, thinking to myself, whoa, I've never seen this kind of situation of a mutual Zugzwang with so many pieces on the board. It was a Sicilian browser or something that maybe... I'm not sure.
I've actually started knight f3, g3.
Yeah, okay. But it was it kind of turned into a Sicilian...
Maybe it was already in the beginning, but yeah, it got opened up like that.
Okay, but that, sorry, I should really study your
But
games.
you don't have any, no, you shouldn't, you shouldn't.
I mean,
Yasser doesn't know any classical games.
Watch my rating and take us nosedive studying it.
Well, I see it loops up, so that's good.
That's good. What's your favorite
Feels
game
bad, Yasser doesn't know.
Of your games, what's your favorite game that you won?
Against Knightage in Iceland, 2014.
Nice game. Open? Reykjavik Open or something?
Yep. On board 2, I think it was I sacrificed a piece for 3 pawns pretty early on. It was a very, very sharp game. Did you end up reading that article?
I read a third, and then I was being interrupted by everybody. But it looked like that article, by the way, that Eric earlier in the day pointed out, an article about himself to read. I thought that was a really honest. I mean, there was no pulling punches or anything like that. I thought it was a really good article.
It is. So that's why
extraordinary. Yeah. Who was the writer, by the way? Do you remember?
It's for our ESPN, so it's our
the Canadian version.
Sportsnet. Yeah.
Very, very well written. Yeah.
Somebody had a question.
I know I'm in the pool.
You're in the pool. Click it again.
Yeah, I did. I'll click it again.
Do you have any tips for maintaining concentration during long over the board games?
Yeah, I think that one of my best tips in that regard is to have an awareness that you need to focus. Okay, sometimes you think to yourself, "Oh, I have to concentrate" or something, but recognize that first of all you have an awareness, and then make a habit of going to the bathrooms if you have the time, and washing your hands and face with cold water, just as a way of okay, reset. That's a reset, right? You cold water, you wash, and you're okay, let's go back, concentrate. Okay, so make that a habit. And,
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
Have you cleaned out the pool? You're at $23.99.
I know. I'm telling you. Well, you seen me click it. I mean, okay. Am I in there?
You are in the pool. Let's leave
Waiting.
the pool and jump back in.
Okay. I must have cleaned out the pool. I mean, guys, I'm ready, willing, eager, wanting to play, and can't get a
Have you
challenge.
ever given a blindfold assignment?
No, and I really admire Timur Gadiev, that he has such an extraordinary ability to do that.
Gilberto Hernandez.
I think it's an extraordinary skill. I really do, to be able to play many games of blindfold at one time. And I certainly do not have that skill. And again, I admire those who can do it. So this is a line that I really picked up from six-time U.S. champion Walter Brown. Played the black side of this position as a kind of a near religion. And I watched his games, and I must say I ended up using Walter's very opening, because I don't know exactly how. Whoa, that looks like a really artificial move to my eyes, because I don't know how else to describe it. But it was Walter who inspired me to play this variation, and like I said, I was getting very good games with it. Now, having said all of that, what am I going to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? Something about this position looks very artificial to my eyes, but okay. Um, Still, you gotta find the win. Hmm. Oh boy, I'm getting low on time again. I'm doing it to myself, but it sure looks like there should be a win here. Gosh darn it. Hate that. Hmm. Yeah. So I'm one of those players when I really think there's something in the position that's rotten, and I want to find a win. I'll tank, obviously, as you've been witnessing yourselves. So I must say I didn't actually get the type of position I wanted from all of this. I definitely was seeking more than I have achieved, and with low time as well.
Yeah.
Dope. Hate that.
I don't know how White got a beautiful.
I don't know how he did it either, because I'm telling you, he just had a rotten position, but I messed it up. That's the other thing too. When you play blitz chess, just understand, use it as a training, but don't, kill yourself if you did something wrong. Like again, gosh darn it, why don't I have a way of putting this to bed to rest? This sure felt like a crunchy win was in the offing, and then I blew it.
Hmm?
Whoa.
Whoa!
That's
Whoa!
that's a very surprise move, let's say. Wow, that's a real surprise move. good one, considering what I had intended. Yeah, he played very well, and I did not. I was playing a little bit too loose and free. Too loose. So now I'm bustado. I'm busted. Some chances, no? Some small chances. Perhaps not.
Time warning.
Uh-oh. Time warning indeed.
Check.
Trying to fight my way back here.
Check.
Check. Check.
Shoot. Ah,
Check.
shoot.
Check.
Ah, the moment the moment I was getting close to my goal, I blundered. Where was my win? His opening was terrible. Let me see, where did I miss it? I think I came up with a faulty plan. Oh, too late. I came up with a faulty plan with knight f3, I think. Queen e8 and going queen e8 and going for that queen h5. I didn't need that. That was bad. Jeez, that was bad. Mm-hmm. Whoa, what is that? Huh. Some very strange moves by White here. Not sure what he's doing, but it strikes me as very strange. Whoa, more strange moves. It's giving me a lot of central squares. Okay, well, let's take them. I've always been a very big fan of space. I like having my pawns and pieces moving forwards, and this feels like a position where I should be very pleased, having a lot of space. Of course, you also gotta get your pieces out. Space is nice, but getting your pieces out is important too. Okay, let's see about this one. Okay, you got a rook. Something to be said for that. Hmm. That's annoying. He's hitting my rook. Well, very annoying.
We might have to change our goals, huh?
Right. Yeah, I keep slipping from.
We were not if we Kendall 2400, 2430, 2450 is looking over optimistic.
Very optimistic. Well, I mean, you gotta set your goals high, right?
That's true. That's true. That's what we tell every Canadian chess player.
Set your goals high and hope for the best.
Hope to make, yeah. Yeah, sir. If you were to play an exhibition match against Nigel Short, who would you want to be the commentator? It can't be Eric, Jen, Maurice, or Alejandro.
Peter Spidler. Uh-oh. I think I just gave my opponent a huge opportunity that I didn't want to do. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. What a horrific idea I had. Horrific. Scheiße. Scheiße. That was really bad what I just did. Why didn't I play Bishop B2? Not sure. Oh boy. I'm in trouble here, folks. Big, big trouble. Yes. Still big troubles.
You're up 20 seconds.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, so do you think we'll ever see a televised Bughouse tournament?
I hope
Or
so.
broadcast?
I hope so. That would be very cool, of course. Oh man, I think I'm just playing this so bad. This is almost embarrassingly bad. Jeez. This is so bad, Eric. What am I doing? I can't believe how badly I played this. All right. Okay. This is getting bad. How did I do that? I loved my game. Ah, where did I? So here, okay, here I'm just better. I could play knight d3. Look, I could play knight d3, bishop b2. Instead, I went for this. I wanted to play bishop h6 and trade off the dark square bishops. And then, for some reason, I went bishop b2 here instead of playing bishop h6, which was my intention. If I had played bishop h6,
Yes.
which of course is why I played king h7. Hey,
Right.
Richard, how you doing? I would have a winning. I'd be many tempi up on the game. So can you explain to me why I play bishop b2 here? I just said it. I just been. If we go back to this position, I played moves earlier, king h7, and I can't figure it out. Okay. Very frustrating.
Do you have a favorite? What's your favorite non-chess book?
Oh, I'm a big, big science fiction fan. I love science fiction, and Frank Herbert, the science fiction writer who did the Dune series, he's got my greatest admiration. He's just an extraordinary writer. What is going on here? My opponent is being generous, just throwing his pieces at me, hoping for something. But I'm a big fan of Isaac Asimov as well as Frank Herbert, and I read everything of James Clavell as well. I just think that these are just some of the most extraordinary and fantastic writers the world's ever seen.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know most of those names.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well, James Clavell is famous for Shogun and Taipan, King Rat,
oh,
To
I think.
Sir with Love.
Oh, okay. I think
Uh,
you told me about this before.
he he uh, he was just an amazing. I mean, I don't know how many bestsellers he wrote, but also Whirlwind. He wrote Whirlwind, I remember. Also a nice book about the Iranian Revolution. Hmm. Now let's just see what can I, well, let's just develop. Developing is good. Hmm. Developing is good. Okay. That's a horrible line. Where did you come up with that line?
You can guess where I got it from. I'll change it for you.
No,
Yours
no,
it's from
no.
Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer. Okay. The trailer, of course, the
Of
trailer
course, right?
boy.
Because
You know, I
I
mean,
tried to introduce that to you.
and you did, and
Yes, we watched a lot.
we sure did. That was it was quite an introduction into Canadian culture. The
Yasser,
depths,
yeah.
the depths of despair of modern Canadian life. What? What was your question?
We got a donation. Thanks for streaming. And the question. Thank you, Smarter Chess. Yasser, you're the man. Have you? Yasser, the question asked was, have you ever played against somebody over the board where you suspected he was cheating somehow?
No, no. But unfortunately, I have played numerous opponents who were assholes at the chessboard, and they behave so bad. And if that's not a form of cheating, I don't know
Right,
what
right,
is,
right.
right? I mean, because really, if somebody's sitting there sucking, their sugar pop gum and, blowing bubbles at you and doing everything, I mean, to be as annoying as absolutely annoying as possible, then I don't know what cheating is. And first of all, I better start playing better because I'm not playing very well, but I'm about to improve my chances. Yes. Finally, I got a good attractive move going. But yeah, I've unfortunately been victimized by people who have had exceptionally, and I mean exceptionally bad manners. I mean, they simply should be forfeited, in my view. It's so bad. Mhm.
Check. Check.
Yasser needs an emote badly. What that means is in this online broadcasting,
Yeah.
people, an emote is like, you can input your face and use it as a form of, like a letter. So instead
Aha.
of saying hi, I can just, there's a command you type in
Right.
and somebody's face pops up. So
Aha.
there's my face, there's Amon's face, there's Fabiano's face. Fabiano's currently the highest rated guy with the face.
With a face, let me
Just
see
to
your
show you an
emotes.
example. Yeah.
A second. This is a timeout. Oh, cool. So it's a smiley face, but
That's
it's a
Fabiano. Yeah. So
emote.
I can input that instead of words or letters.
So you're kind of like you're writing, and then bam, you just
I don't
get
even
an
have to
emote.
type. I can just click on it as well. So that's me. We got Robin over here. Robin.
Oh, that's cool.
We got a bicep.
Yeah,
A bicep.
well, did you meet? Who took the photo of my bicep?
Um,
I
that's.
mean, because that bicep's virtually
I
identical.
got permission. I got permission. I forget. I got permission from
Really? I meant it as a kind of a joke.
I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. I know.
You know, like they like somebody who was the wise guy who took a photo of my bicep. Uh-huh. So it is
So
called an emote, huh?
yeah.
Nice.
So potentially
Yeah.
people want to be able to use yours.
Mm, that's okay with me. Go for it.
It's just a fun way, instead of having the letters, just to put somebody's face on.
Right.
This looks like and then we put your face
Yeah,
position,
this looks like a Caruana game.
and then
or
we put in
something. Yeah,
Caruana instead
yeah.
of typing his
And
name.
do you have that for Magnus too?
No,
Like,
no, I'd have to
because
ask.
Magnus has got a cool.
I would ask Magnus. I'll
Yeah.
ask him at the Olympiad. I
Right.
will.
Right.
Depends if he watches or not. I play
Like,
Fabiano sometimes.
because you need, like, if you got a position and it's a tall position, you like to have a photo of Misha, right? And say, tall.
People are upset I didn't laugh at your joke. It's fair.
Okay. So, by the way, there was a
got a
shout out
perk?
the other day that I needed to play perk, and well, here we go. I'm trying to play an old favorite.
I was telling people I've been putting you to work. We don't have to go too
Yeah,
much longer. Maybe what, a few games left. Play a
sure.
few
I'm
games.
totally missing out on my goals, by the way.
We are, but
Sounds brutal.
that's what happens sometimes. I think people will forgive you.
I hope not. I should have to come back and really, achieve what I set out to do. By the way, what do you guys think of my 100 push-up bet with Eric? Uh, who is going to win the bet? Eric, explain to them what the bet was all
The
about.
bet is by the Singfeld Cup in August. Yasser
That's me.
will perform 100 full extension push-ups. Full extension.
Not the military.
Not the Maurice.
Maurice.
Maurice hustle push-ups.
Yeah, that
He'll
was
do
just.
100 full extension push-ups on the air.
Mhm.
If he does that, he gets $100. Now,
Yes.
if he doesn't perform 100,
If I
he gets
underachieve,
let's say 80. The only way for me to win the bet is to act, or even to, do I win the bet or just hold?
no, you've got to beat what in other words, if I achieve 80
I have
and
to
you
get
achieve 80, that's not good
But
enough.
what if I
You got
achieve
81, you're the winner.
I win. Okay, so I
Yeah.
win, but I still need to do more. So Yasser can still win as long as he does more than me.
Exactly.
But he's trying to do 100
Push-ups.
push-ups, or two ways to win: 100 push-ups, or just beat me
Right.
doing more push-ups.
Right. Exactly. That's what it's all about.
What do people think about that? Well, so
Yeah.
far one person said he thinks you'll win, but
Oh, I've got a fan. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. That's right. Okay. And what's the over and under? What about others?
we're waiting to hear.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm really surprised that you think you can do 100 push-ups.
That's how the bet came
ridiculous.
That's how the bet all came about, everybody. I mean, it was like this challenge where.
So you're getting caught in a bad line for.
Am I?
What?
Have I been caught in a bad line?
As far as I know,
I'm kind of having trouble understanding the position well enough to say
but I guess if you're not,
that I've been caught in a bad line, but maybe I have.
Yasser will lose sadly, but anything more than 60
Like
would be
Yasser will
impressive.
lose sadly.
Anything more than 60 would be impressive. Yes, if Yasser can do 100 full extension push-ups in, let's say, a 2-minute frame,
yes,
he wins.
Right.
No matter what. Yes.
Right.
But he can't camp on the broadcast, although that doesn't usually help.
What's the camp? What's camp?
I mean, like, yeah, in a reasonable amount of time. Where you're not
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it should be continuous, let's say. Uh-oh. Jeez, did I just blow that one? I'm not sure if I blew
For
it.
sure, people think you're a big underdog in achieving 100.
Yeah.
But then the second debate is whether you'll do more than me or how much I can do. But 100,
Right.
everyone pretty much
did dismisses or allows?
Would be very surprised, very impressed by full extension ones.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well,
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Yasser. I think there's hardly anybody watching who can do 100 full extension ones.
really?
Yes.
Yes. Uh-oh.
You're
I'm
up 40
not.
seconds. If you don't get mated, you're winning this game.
If I don't get mated, I'm winning this game. Well, I think I might get mated, though. What if I get mated? That's a distinct possibility, right?
You're trying to mate yourself?
Oh!
You just ran into that. You just.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
That was so embarrassing. I myself.
Oh, anything but rook. Oh, no. Oh, that's shameful. What did I just do? I have to resign.
Well,
Right?
yes.
I mean, like,
That's why I knew.
I was getting involved in the push-up conversation. So right now,